and everything's out there to read for everybody at WorkSafe. So.
Yeah, but I want to look. Is it correct?
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
Okay.
We can go through the reports, and I can.
Well, you right there.
Dr. Thurston's report, yeah.
Was it accurate in terms of the Bible history?
Yeah, fairly, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so there's things that happen, and some people are born with. I've heard, and I want to know if this is true. These things. You have hypoglycemia.
Hyperglycemic, yeah. Very minor, not severe at any degree.
Yeah, well, I wanted to ask you about that because...
Yeah, no, it's minor. I control it with diet.
Okay, so that's one of those predisposing things that, let's say you're off work and you're not exercising and you're getting depressed and you're not eating well or you're... Right, so those are the
yeah,
things.
No, ate great. Love my job. Yeah, I was great before I got
No, but since then, have you had any problems with blood sugar that you know of?
Oh, probably, yeah. I mean, the medication and the disease itself makes me quite nauseous. So I don't eat as much as what I should. So. Not to mention the medication eating my teeth away. Yeah, I got pretty bad opiate tooth rot. They had me on methadone for pain, so that can explain my teeth right there.
What meds are you on, right?
Oxycontin's 20 milligram. Oxyset. Is it Oxyset? Oxycontin 20 milligram, twice a day.
I can't even spell it for me.
Oxycontin.
20 milligrams per day?
No, two pills a day. One in the morning and one at night.
Anything else?
Yeah, I think so. I'm down to 350 a month. I take it to place we can. What's that?
How many times a day?
It varies on the day of that.
From 0 to...
No, never 0. I wish it was 0. I don't know, probably about 6 to sometimes 12 a day if I'm really bad. I try not to go over 12, then it's really starting to screw up the liver, so. But I have exceeded that limit in the past. And I was paying for my own meds, and that's all I could afford. Pain medication is quite expensive, especially these disgusting opiates that they put you on.
Yeah, so you said you were on methadone in the past.
Yeah, for pain, prescribed for pain.
Yeah, no.
I was talked into taking that. Other people have talked me into it, and it's disgusting. It was the worst fucking part of my life, man. It's nasty stuff. Oh, I tell everyone, just, don't do it. It's really bad.
What were your side effects on
That sleeping all the time, falling asleep all the time, getting used to the med. Not really much. A lot of that. A lot of falling asleep, getting used to the meds.
I just want to finish with this. So there, in the precipitating thing, there's physical stuff, like where you're injured.
Yeah, that's a huge one.
And then there are how we cope with that. And then there's social things like social support. And I know you...
Never had any.
Well, from what I've gathered from
my wife. That's the only person we've had that's ever... That's it.
And so the other thing is other than that. So those are social things. So one of the things people forget is that so that leads to whatever issues and functions.
Yeah.
But mental health problems, they're not isolated, right? They go up and down. And so when we look at perpetuating things that make the disease go up and down, I know the first one to mention is what we're going to talk about in a few seconds. And that would be a social factor. The ongoing nature of the illness, chronic illnesses take their toll in and of themselves. And then when people get depressed, it takes a life on of itself as well. And so we're going to talk about all of that. Okay? And that's the model you're going to see in our report.
Yeah, no problem. Can I get this? Yeah. Cool.
And we really want to talk about the predisposing stuff. Predispositions make us deal with things differently. Okay? And I want to know, I'm going to ask you questions to figure out if there's any of that. Right?
Sure. Like I said, I won't guarantee I'll answer all of them, but...
What's your answer?
like I said, I'm done willing to go through weekly meetings and stuff as a courtesy. And that's strictly all this is for me, man. It's just a courtesy. I have enough proof behind me to definitely show some damage in a legal sense, never physical. I'm definitely beyond the physical harm kind of thing. I mean, I can't even zip up zippers to my jeans, man. So.
Now you guys had mentioned you have enough for your legal thing. That's what you guys have been doing for the last little over a year or so on the internet. So.
Yeah, almost
Not quite a
two.
year. Not quite a year.
For the YouTube, yeah.
I mean, just for you guys can start what you want, but I just ask. YouTube, tell me about it.
Sick of getting pushed around and bullied by a corporation.
So it's kind of an outlet.
Oh, it was a forum that wasn't really used before. You know, it was just a couple of little things here and there, mostly slander, but it was a way to organize. So yeah, we're all about organizing. We have quite a few people in our organization right now, all across Canada, Germany, Australia. This is not a small deal. Pretty much, yeah.
And that's helped you.
Oh, by far, yes. Shows me that I wasn't alone, and that there was people out there being treated far worse than I was. And that it's, well, considering that they all meet in one place every year, it's not just one province that's getting affected, so everyone would work safe. Across provinces need its convention. It's on YouTube, though. YouTube's great. So.
Yeah, I think once a year they can have content.
Well, you're not an employee of WorkSafe, are you? Unless you're stating you're an employee of WorkSafe.
No, they have for psychologists, they have, for providers, contractors, they have a conference. I don't know if it's the same.
I like how that's stated, contractors.
Yeah, I get no coverage from that.
Neither do I.
Sure.
Neither does anyone else in this country, unless they can ride the wave of media.
And so, you guys start where you want. We can go to other topics there.
Start how? Start where? What do you mean?
Ask Lauren some questions.
Yeah, feel free to ask me.
What direct with us so that, and I know Lauren.
Yeah, I've got lots of things to do.
Right? You've got questions that you've been told to ask, and I'm sure you've got questions that you would like to ask, and if we just start with there, that would just be bang, 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 and that'd be wonderful.
Okay.
We've talked about this meeting beforehand, so it's not just coming from here.
That you wanted to start somewhere. When I started talking about predisposal, and that's why I'm just asking you.
Oh, just my back injury was pretty much the start of it all.
There's a good place there if you start asking questions about it. I noticed Lauren's going to run out of water. Maybe this might be a good time for him to ask the questions alone or something, if you like, or however you'd like to.
Has that been in the time frame?
He's out of water here, so I'm not
Yeah, the medication gets me really dry.
You need like tap water?
Not around here, man.
Oh, no?
It gives me heartburn, eh? It's really bad. It's got lots of fluoride and chlorine in it.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
thank you.
really bad for your stomach, man. If you have any ulcers, it's really bad.
Okay.
Yeah, and stay away from the beach downtown. That's where the sewer comes out.
Well, I love it. You guys.
I used to live here. I've been coming up here since 75 with my dad's fishing and stuff. I've got relatives here.
Okay, well, so tell me about your work history before we get to work safety. Just like how's work, and you said you really like